Hey, what's up, Bob Mortgage Nation? This is the 14th episode of the Ask Bob Mortgage Show. You have questions, I have answers. Great question.
What I want to be able to do is give you world life experiences that I've been going through.
So what do we talk about on the show? Well, it's a way for you guys to actually go out on social media, ask your questions, and then hashtag AskBobMortgage. These questions could be around entrepreneurship, mortgages, working with a spouse, sports and business. Just ask away. My team will go through them, pick the ones that they like, and then we'll make sure that we answer them on the show. So today, I got a special guest, Chris DeMarche. What's up, Chris?
Back in the house, feels good.
Back in the house is feeling good. You're in the hot seat today.
I am.
So we got some questions, I know, so let's roll with them. What do we got?
All right. First question coming from Rick on Facebook. Rick says, since the rates are going up, do you think it's better to do a cash out refinance or a second mortgage?
Okay, Rick on Facebook. Appreciate the question. So I'm going to go with, both of them are going to be considered second mortgages is kind of the way my mind's going to look at this. I mean, the way that we would classify it mortgage speak. We're going to go with a cash out refinance or possibly like a home equity line of credit. Okay, so maybe that's where he's going with this. Mm-hmm. Rick, if it's not, get a little bit more detailed on that question. I'll re-answer it in the next show. But more specifically, you have two options. If you're looking to take a lump sum out, like just like $100,000 out of it one time, that's where that cash out refinance is going to play in. If you want to take out a line of credit, kind of like much like a credit card, I mean, then you can use it, pay it back, use it, pay it back. It just really depends on why you're needing the money and what you're going to be using it for, that type of stuff. So first thing is we're going to do is we're going to ask some questions. Okay, like what are you going to be utilizing the money for? If you need, 50 grand and it's for improvement work, one lump sum. If you're looking for paying off high interest credit card debt, then I really like those cash out refinances, because then all we're doing is we're going to be refinancing your existing mortgage, turning it into a cash out, pulling that money out, and then allowing you to do what you want with it. Now, the cool thing with the cash out refinance is it is a fixed rate, and we can term it over 30 years if you like. We can term it over 20, 25, 15, whatever makes sense for you based on that strategy. The home equity line of credit also works really well because you can borrow, you can borrow $5,000 and then pay that back and then borrow another $5,000. You can kind of go back and forth on it. The challenge with those home equity lines of credit is it's a variable rate. Yeah. And it's much like a credit card, right? So it's going to be higher than what we can get on a cash out rate, a one lump sum cash out refinance. So those variable rates are going to end up being a little bit higher, and they fluctuate. But it does provide you advantages because you can dip into the equity a little bit more. Now in the state of Texas, we cap you at 80%. So $100,000 home, let's say it's valued at $100,000, we're going to cap you at $80,000, and then we have to back out everything that you owe. So if you owe $60,000, then we have $20,000 to give you in a home equity line or in that cash out refinance piece. So gotcha. Appreciate you, Rick, on Facebook. Thanks so much for the question.
Alrighty, next one is from Gilberto on LinkedIn. He says, hi, Bob. Glad to connect on LinkedIn. You work with FHA loans, right?
Gilberto, yes, we do. We do FHA, VA, USDA, conventional, jumbo, pretty much every type of loan that's out there. The only thing I guess is pretty easy. The only thing I don't do is like commercial property and land only loans. That's probably how I break it down. But yes, FHA, we specialize in that. They're phenomenal programs. They have a lot of flexibility as it relates to credit standards. So where conventional lending will cap you at a 620 mid FICO score that you have to be able to get a conventional loan, we'll go all the way down to 530 on FHA. FHA has a minimum down payment at 3.5%. We'll even combine the FHA loans with a lot of the state funded grant programs. So let's say you wanted to minimize your out-of-pocket expense completely, and we're looking at FHA as our best solution. We can add a grant on top of that from the state, and then it can cover all your down payment and closing costs, and we do that with FHA. FHA also allows you to go higher in what we call that debt to income ratio. Conventional caps you at 50%. where FHA will allow you to extend a little bit more in the debt to income ratio to 56.99, 57%, right? So we have a little bit more flexibility there. So I'm sorry, Gilberto? Yeah, Gilberto. If there's anything we can help with you on that, just reach out to us, give us a phone call. I'm sure my digits will pop up and everything, but you can give us a phone call and we'll be happy to take care of you from there.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Last one coming from Pug Life, hashtag Pug Life on YouTube. Commented, love this video and all your content. Curious, what's your favorite show to make?
Oh, wow. That's a great one, Pug Life. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly love making all of them. I really do. I mean, that's one thing that we've committed to in creating this presence on social media, and by doing everything that we've done on a daily basis to put out content. I mean, to do it at the frequency that we do, we have to love every show. Okay. Now, what I have found from listening to my audience, which I guess is all that matters. I mean, I love putting them all out, but at the end of the day, what do they love the most? Because we put out the mortgage report, we put out daily vlogs, we put out the BobMortgage zones, which drop. We had one drop today on let's see, today's Wednesday. We had one drop. No, today's Thursday. Yeah, so we had one drop today. We have a show that we produce every Wednesdays called the Jam Session. We have this show, the AskBobMortgage, and then we combine everything we do. We do a mashup on Saturdays. But the ones that we drop on Sundays and Wednesdays typically is what's called the 1 Minute Mortgage Solution. And that one, I love it because my audience loves it. I mean, this is the one that gets the most play, the most engagement, the most shares. And it came from all the things that we were doing and our partners, and people were like, I wish we had a scenario. Like, we were late in the world of, here's my client, how do we get this done? And I'm like, well, I deal in this every day. We always have clients every day that we're trying to figure out how to get things done on, how to get their loan, fixed, basically. And I love, my favorite saying is like, be brief, be bright, be gone. So, I wanted to condense it and do it in 1 minute then, and create something that can live on Instagram. It could live in, Twitter and all these different places. But so we did. We titled it 1 Minute Mortgage Solution because we wanted everybody to know it's a mortgage. We wanted to know that it's a solution, which means there was a challenge that we were able to solve. Yep. And we wanted to get it out there in 1 minute. So if I were to, Pug Life, right?
Pug Life.
All right. If I were to say out of all of them, which one's my favorite so far, it's absolutely because of the audience and the 1 Minute Mortgage Solution.
Real answer though is any show which I'm guest hosting, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Well, my viewership's going to go up because
of course.
I just forgot to put on the bodysuit, to make myself look
that's fair
a little bigger sitting next to you. But yeah, any show that you're co-hosting.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Awesome. Anything else?
That's it.
Awesome, guys. Hey, I really do, as always, I appreciate you guys following us out there on social media, engaging with my content. It means the world to me, and I really do appreciate all the comments that you guys leave. Any questions out there on socials, just hashtag AskBobMortgage. We'll go through them, and I'll make sure that we answer them on the show. You keep asking questions, we'll keep answering them. Take care. Have a great one.